Hey guys, JawsTheSharkReviews here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Studio Series Leader Class Age of Extinction Optimus Prime. So yeah, here he is right here in his Western Star semi-alt mode. And yeah, now before we take a look at Prime, as always, let's get a look at the packaging. And yeah, I just want to say, for those saying, haha, Jaws got this guy late. Actually, no, it was the complete opposite. So I was probably, I mean, I don't really want to brag here, but I might have been like one of the first reviewers to get this guy. Because I got him like in mid to late April or something. So it's just only now that I've gotten around to reviewing him. But yeah, so here's the packaging right here. So yeah. So as you can see right here, you get a really cool looking art of Optimus in his robot mode and his truck mode. All this here at the bottom. An empty space right here. That's where he would have been. As you can see, 44 steps to convert. And yeah, so here's this side. That side, it's just basically a continuation of this art, so I think that looks cool. It says he's a Leader class, as I previously stated. Here's the top, and here's the bottom. And finally, here's a look at the back. So you get, Optimus right here. This was on I think the highway battle scene from the film when he was going against Galvatron. And it also adds a little bio here too, so that's pretty cool. And yeah, so you get all this right here, 44 steps. Here's the bottom part of it. And that's pretty much it for the packaging. So let's roll Optimus right back onto the table here. So yeah, this is definitely one that we Transformer movie fans have wanted for quite a long time, ever since, well, it first started, really, because, I mean, when it came out, I mean, that was, like, literally just after The Last Night came out, so we still had, those figures. So it was a bit recent, but enough time has passed since then. It's been, like, 8 years now since The Last Night, and, and 7 years since Studio Series began, so it got to the point where it's like, alright, you've done so many characters, this line's gone for so long, when are we going to get the Age of Extinction Last Night Optimus Prime? And finally, in the year 2025, Hasbro has finally delivered on that, so will this be worth the wait? Well, let's find out. So yeah, anyways, taking a close-up look here at Prime, in truck mode. Yeah, I think it looks nice. They got some printed decals, whatever. Well, they're not decals, so I guess print details, I guess I should say, of the little flames that he had in the Michael Bay movies. Here's the front. Really cool. You get a little Autobot logo right there. And I love what they did with the hubcaps too. It's all nice silver paint. And yeah, here's the back. It's nice and clean. There's a little gappage here, but I mean, still, that's like a perfect cleanup right there. That looks pretty good. So yeah, I'd say it looks really, really good. And then, you got for the windows and the windshield, I got black paint here too. And, some sculpted headlights and stuff. So, well, I guess headlights here, but I meant rear view mirrors. That's what I meant to say. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the up close details on this guy. So yeah, he can roll, obviously. You can push him around. And yeah, so let's get right to the accessories. So, starting off, here is a sword. It's one of his two swords. It's the lesser known one. It's kind of a side accessory, but yeah, so it's like a little blade. And you can store it here in alt mode, so there's two tabs on either side. It doesn't matter which one you put it on, but the thing is, you can still just attach to this on either side, so you could put that right there. What else? He comes with his shield right here, and yeah, it's all gray plastic except for some red paint here in the middle. And he also comes with this too. This is meant for his alt mode storage, I guess. And yeah, let me just go over this too, just so I don't forget. So this does actually split apart, kind of like in the movies, and you could see this all right here. So you just want to attach the halves of the shield onto the sides, and now you can give him a gun. So hey, that's pretty cool. Or if you don't want the shield in the way, you could just give him this gun. It's kind of a weird looking gun, but that's that. I guess, it'd make more sense to show off in robot mode, but sometimes I'm a little too forgetful and I always miss over it, so just want to show it off just in case. So yeah, you can store this right back here. Well, first, we can't store it like this, or preferably like this, but there's an alternative. So what you gotta do is you gotta attach this in right here. Nope, and that all broke apart, which is not what was supposed to happen. But let's get that fixed up here. Alright, I think that's good enough. So yeah, you just want to put this in right here. Just make sure that doesn't come apart again. And that leads me to his final accessory right here, and that is another sword, but this one should be a lot more familiar to fans because this is the big sword that he got from, I think, Lockdown Ship or something. So yeah, you can store that actually right back here. So you see this like little cavity right here. You could put the sword right through it, and it should stay in. It doesn't like lock in, it just kind of fits in there. So there you go. That's a weapon storage. I'd say it's pretty good. I mean, the sword does stick out a little bit, but the rest of it I think is pretty cohesive, especially this little blade right down here. But yeah, let me just go ahead and remove all of those. Now let's do a quick little size comparison here in the alt mode. So yeah, here he is with his Dark of the Moon counterpart. Well, I guess original trilogy, but this is his Dark of the Moon Studio Series figure. And I'll say definitely this one. This one really captures the look better than this. This is a decent figure, but there's definitely a lot more flaws in it. I guess since it was made earlier in Studio Series. So, but this, on the other hand, really knocks it out of the park, and it's really just kind of a little uneven. Yeah, good enough, I suppose. And yeah, and I don't have the any of the original Prime toys from the Age of Extinction last night. Not even the Voyager, but at this point, I don't really need them. So yeah, that's pretty much it there for the alt mode size comparison. So let's get right down to his transformation, shall we? So starting off, you just want to move these panels to the sides, and then just move these up right here, or actually just kind of keep it like that for now. Then just split apart the legs like that. Then swing around the wheel sections right here, and then you're just going to bring this down and just kind of put it together. Oh, and first you just want to rotate this around, and oop, that wasn't supposed to happen. But yeah, oop, ow, pinched me right there. So yeah, you just want to do the same thing right here, and just put that together. And it should attach. You can kind of see how that works here. Just gonna push that in, maybe. Good enough. And then yeah, you just want to bring this, put this back right here. Then after that, you just want to should detach. Oh, there you go. Yeah, what you want to do is you want to bring these back. I forgot about that. So you got that right there. So half the truck's already disappearing. And yeah, so then just rotate the legs this way. Oop, I forgot to do this. There we go. And yeah, you just want to fold in the parts of the trailer hitch right there. And I forgot to mention, the trailer hitch does, I believe, carry like other Optimus Prime trailers. So I haven't tried it out myself, but I'm almost certain that's what it does. So yeah, then you just want to fold this all in, and then just kind of tuck that all in right here, and then you can just move that in like that, I guess. And then yeah, just do the same thing right here. Just move this all down, put that all in, and that should go down. That wasn't supposed to happen here. Let me just stop this for a little second. Alright, so I got the legs all fixed here, so you just want to have it like this. And then yeah, just straighten them out. And then swivel around the waist right here. Flip down the little skirt piece. And then after that, just move out the arms right here. Just stretch them out. And then flip these back. Flip up the panels right here. And then move this piece up. Swing the shoulders around. If you can on this one, I don't know. It's kind of stuck. I don't want to break anything. There you go. For a second, it's like, wow, this one was easy. Why is this one so hard? But yeah. So then, yeah, just kind of move around these shoulder pieces right here. And then rotate around the arms. And then just kind of have it positioned like this. And let's get to the final section. So that would be the front. And yeah, so first you just want to move out these pieces to the sides. Flip this in right here. And then after that, you just want to flip up the abdomen piece. And then just bring down the torso section. Actually, first, before you do that, you just want to bring down those side pieces that we saw before on for the truck. And then just do that all here. Let's get this all fixed up here. And then you can just bring this down. And it should all come together here. Oh, yeah, I just want to bring that up there. Oop, and this came off. How fortunate of me. Oh, yeah, that's what I was missing. Yeah, you just want to flip down these side skirt pieces right there. So you just want to do that. And then let me just pop this right back into place. There you go. Now it looks better. So then just bring these in. And there we go. And finally, now for the back. Just rotate this on the back right here, and this did not tab into place for some reason. Should have. Let me stop this again for a little bit. Alright, so I finally got the torso all squeezed together, so now it should be all loose. So then yeah, then you just want to bring out the sides of the front of the semi. Just kind of have them back right here, and I think you just flip these in again. At least just the middle, the bottom half. And then after that, there's just tabs on the sides. They'll go into these little slots right here, if you can see. And so that should go in, and that went in too. And yeah, that's pretty much it there for the transformation. So once you have that all completed, there you guys have Optimus in his robot mode. And I think he looks pretty good, like really, really good. Not perfect, but really nice still to look at. So there you go. Let's give you a nice hands-free shot. So yeah, let's just do a quick little 360. Obviously, he's got tons of kibble in the back. which you can remove actually. There's like a mushroom peg somewhere, but I'm not going to show that off right now. It does remove up to here, so it looks clean here, but then it makes the legs look too beefy, so I just kind of leave it all on. But yeah, so anyways, let's get a close-up look here at the head sculpt. And yeah, I think it looks pretty good. You know, the one eyesore, you know, with this guy is like just some of the gray plastic. It just looks dull, you know. You know, a friend of mine made a custom actually of this guy, and it like, you know, add some like gunmetal gray, and it looked like 10 times better. And other little paint apps too, but you know, it just shows you just a little more paint can go a long way. But I can understand the budget and stuff. But yeah, here's the shins. The shins are probably the best looking part. I mean, all the little details, the silver paint looks incredible. And there's the feet. There's the back. So yeah, not too shabby though. So yeah, anyways, now for the articulation. Head's on the ball joint, so you can move it side to side. You can only really look down that far, and you can look up that much, so not really too much range there. But the shoulders do swivel, so you get an entire movement right there. And you do get a very nice bicep swivel, a double bend here at the elbow. His wrists do swivel and can even move in and out. And his fingers also do move too. But not all separate, it's just, you know, these 4 fingers they can move, so the thumb can't or anything. But, you know, still a good inclusion. Sadly, his waist, he doesn't really have much of a waist. Actually, no, he kind of does. You just have to move up the skirt pieces a little. Of course, this makes him look naked now, but you know, there's a little waist swivel. Let's see, legs can kick up this far, back that far, and then outwards that much. Does have a thigh swivel, a bend at the knee, and his ankles do pivot, and the front part of his feet can move up and down, and so can his heel spurs. So yeah, you get lots of range of movement here on this guy, so I really do appreciate that. But yeah, just get him situated. There you go. So yeah, pretty good articulation, I'd say. You know, I mean, it's about the average for a leader class figure. So, so it's nothing. It's not really a huge milestone or anything like that, but it's still kind of nice. But yeah. So yeah. Now, anyways, for the accessories, you know, he's got his big old sword right here, which we saw before. Won't focus, but yeah, y'all already saw it. So yeah, you can just put that right in his hands, and it will close, or you have to have the fingers close up, and then it should stay in. What else? Let's see, he's got his little smaller sword. Oh man, of course he fell over. One complaint I do have is that they probably should put like a pin in here for the heel spurs, because like they pop off really easily. Like if you bend it like upwards, they pop right off, and it's really annoying. But yeah, so yeah, he's got a little sword. You can have him hold that, and of course he's got his little shield right here, so you can remove this. I think there should be some places you could store it, and you could just attach this simply onto the side. So there's that, and you know, you could do that thing I showed before where you can have it as his gun, so you could either have him wielding it in one of his hands, or you could just keep it on the side of his forearm, so whatever works best for you. And there is storage here on the back, a little bit, not too much, but yeah. And so, oh yeah, something I like too is that they still sculpted in his little smokestacks here right on the back, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, this getting straightened out right here. So yeah, now anyways, now for the robot mode size comparisons. here he is with his counterpart from the first 3 movies. So, yeah. I'd say they're both equally good and flawed, you know. I'd say this guy is probably just a little bit better, you know. I think he's got a bit of a smoother transformation, and he looks closer to how he did on the screen than this guy does, but you know, for what this guy was worth, it wasn't too bad. But I'd like to see them try to redo this guy, you know, in the near future, kind of like what they did with the Bumblebee movie, Beetle Bumblebee. But yeah, but you know, at least they did scale these guys pretty good. They're about the same height, and yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much it there for the robot mode size comparisons. And there you guys have my review for the Transformers Studio Series Leader Class Age of Extinction Optimus Prime. And yeah, I'd say overall he's a pretty good figure. I mean, you know, is he flawed? Definitely. You know, there's some hindrances to his, you know, neck articulation. You know, paint kind of, it's kind of tough to say if it's missing, but like, I think they could have done just a little bit better on the paint job in general, especially, you know, with like the chest and stuff. Transformation's mostly smooth. I mean, there's some little minor critiques I have with it, but I mean, it's not too bad. Accessory choice was pretty good. I'm trying to think what else. You know, and the roll-up mode isn't perfect, but you know, but I still think overall, from the front at least, it looks really nice. And the alt mode, I think, is just about near perfect. So, so yeah, I'd say, you know, I'd highly recommend this guy. You know, if you love Prime or if you love the movies and have really wanted a brand new mainline Knight Optimus Prime, then here you go. This is your cue. And if you somehow miss out on this guy, even though I've seen him sing in the shelves for the last few months, then hey, next year there's the Nemesis Prime one they're doing, where he's got just a bit of different sculpting and a slightly different paint job, but you can bet I'll be getting that one, because, you know, I love this figure, and, you know, and I kind of liked, I mean, I didn't really like the way they did Nemesis Prime last night, but I thought, you know, his design at least looked cool. So yeah, but yeah, that pretty much does it for this review. So yeah, anyways, guys, make sure guys like, subscribe, comment, share for more, and comment down below what you guys think of Prime right here. So anyways, guys, as always, till all, R1.